because that's really something that I need to talk about. So let's talk about it, okay? Courage is not the lack of fear, it is acting in spite of it. Stepping out, even though that we're really afraid of it, it's just giving us something, you know? My fear is big, but what I want to get out of the things that I'm doing is even bigger. Yeah. So that's why we're doing the things we're doing, you know? Because we don't want to hold back. We want to continue. We're going to go through something and then get comfortable with it at some point, and then get scared again because we have to go a step more, you know? That's how it's working. And if we get scared, it's really good because then we can't rely on ourselves. We have to rely on Jesus. And that's where it gets really cool. If we're not scared, our dreams are not big enough. I love this quote here. I've used it a couple times. If your dreams doesn't scare you, they aren't big enough. Because if we just stay where it's comfortable and what we know and what we like to do and we don't step out, well, then we won't really get further than that, and then we will not see the greatness of what God has planned for us and what life can really be like. It's just really cool that God wants to use the things that He put inside of us. Because Jesus was scared too. You know, He had every chance somehow to say, you know, I don't want to do this. I don't want to die on this cross. I don't want to save people. He could. I'm pretty sure that if He said, you know, little angel there, can you please come take me down? You know, I'm pretty sure the angel would have done it because he's just almighty. But He chose not to do that because He cares so much about it. He loved us so much that He wanted to go through this, even though He was so scared, and He went through it. So Jesus did not lose focus. Here's the story. When I was like yay high, no here. Like, I don't know, how old were you when you were that high? I was 7. Cool. My mom was giving me this yogurt. Do you know this Petit Nano? Yeah. Oh, when you're a child and a grown up. These are just the best yogurt that you could possibly buy. I'm pretty sure it was a strawberry taste, and I was, oh, this is so good. I was standing there, this is good. And then I was like, what if God wanted some yogurt? So I was like, God, do you want some yogurt? And He didn't say anything, so I was like, huh? I was like, maybe. Okay. God, do you want some yogurt? Okay. Maybe He can't take it because I'm inside a house and there's a roof. So I went outside. And then I said, God, do you want some yogurt? Okay, I didn't yell it because I thought it was kind of embarrassing to say with all these people around me. We're living in a neighborhood with people around us. So I was like, God, do you want some yogurt? And nothing happened. And I was like, it can't be true that God doesn't like yogurt. I mean, I love yogurt. You should love yogurt. So I was like, maybe He doesn't want to take it because my eyes are open. God, He wants some yogurt! And then, when I looked at it, I kind of hoped that He didn't take anything, you know, but still, I wanted to give God this yogurt, but there was still yogurt in it. So, but He wants to give us to give the best that we have. He doesn't want us to be perfect. That's very important because what the best we have is not perfect. The best we have is when we are excellent at things, when we do the things we can do in the best way possible, and we try to develop that and go further. That is what He wants, you know? Have you seen the birds that are jumping around on the ground, and the ones standing out there like, looking for worms? They're looking for worms, you know? That's how they do it. They have to stand like that to sound like rain, and then the worms coming, ooh, it's raining. That's what happens. And that's really, really smart, you know. These birds can really do these kind of things. I once was out driving, and I had to really brake hard on the brake of the car, because there was an owl standing in front of the car. And I was just standing there, I was like... I was like, it's so weird, you got wings, why don't you fly? But it did that, you know? And it made me think, why? But it's because it also has legs and it likes to jump. But you know what? Because the thing with hummingbirds, I love hummingbirds, I really do. I think they're a beautiful creature. And if this hummingbird is looking at the other birds and the way that they're jumping around, this hummingbird is going to think, very little about itself because its legs are not created for jumping or walking. It can only grab onto things or stand with these legs. And then otherwise it has to fly. So it can't go in front of my car and be like, you know? It's very weird animal. But what the hummingbird can do and what the hummingbird has to remember is that depending on the species, the wings goes up and down 12 to 80 times a second. 12 to 80 times a second. I can't even count or think or do anything that fast in a second. That is so fast, and that's why it has the little. I actually never saw a hummingbird, but I just love them. And because it can do that, it can stand perfectly still in the air while it's eating. It can go forward like that, just a hummingbird, and it goes to the side. It can even go backwards, and the cool thing, it can go upside down. What? Why can it go upside down? Just for a short moment, but it can go upside down. And that's because the wings, okay, this is getting really easy, but the wings can, like, the shoulders are flexible, can go in at 8. But if this hummingbird is thinking about how other birds are acting and jumping around out there, this hummingbird is going to think so little of itself. And the truth is actually that this hummingbird is a very unique and awesome bird, you know. And you're all unique and awesome birds. And we're people. And you should really hold on to that, you know. As I said before, stop looking at what other people are having for you, because they don't have anything for you. You need to look inside and see what is it that you have and what is it that makes you unique, because God created us all as unique people. And we need to hold on to that, because if we don't hold on to that, we don't actually know what is not going to happen or what is going to happen, you know? I think we need to act a little bit on this as well. As I said, it's important to have a friend and to pray for each other is really powerful. If we knew how powerful prayer was, we would not stop praying, or either we would be really scared of doing it, you know, because this is really, really powerful stuff. And I want you to, there's papers here. Can you pass them around? And on this paper, you can write your name if you want to. I would say you should write your name, but I don't want to force you to do it. So you can write your name on top, and then underneath you write what it is that you need to stand together with someone, and what is it that you are struggling with in your life right now, that you need to step out into and that you're scared of, or you know, what is it that you need prayer for right now in the area of stepping out in courage and stuff. And then when you're done that, we're gonna make a paper plane. Aww. Yes. And this paper plane, when I say go for it, we're gonna throw that into the air. I don't know why we're throwing it into the air, but that's the cool thing. Okay, so we just go with it. We throw it into the air so we can remember that we're doing this as well. And then you go and pick someone else's plane up. I know, come on. So, and then when we're done that, all of us are gonna take a step out in courage, and we're gonna come up here while Matthew is playing some beautiful instrumental music, and then we're gonna pray into the mic for this other person. Okay? Let's play. Cool. 3, 2, 1.
Father, I want to thank you for Emily. I want to thank you that what you have for her is rest. I thank you that she can live out of rest.